The question, it says evaluate the following. You have been given the first question, which is A, x to the power 0 times 2 to the power 3. So any number or letter to the power 0 simply means 1. Any number or letter to the power 0, always the answer is what? 1. Times 2 to the power 3 simply means multiply 2 how many times? 3. So you bring your 1 times 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. What is 1 times 8? It's 8. We go to B. It says evaluate, open brackets, square root, 481, close to the power 3. So this 4, it's simply telling you, look for a number. When you multiply it 4 times, you should get 81. And that number, when you multiply it 4 times, you should get 81. It's 3. And there is a power, which is 3, which is this one. So 3 to the power 3 simply means 3 times 3 times 3. What do you get? 27. We come to C. C, you have been given open brackets 64 over 125 to the close to the power 1 over 3. So once you see that this, you observe the type of equation, and this question is under indices. So you introduce the square root, you get this 64, you put it inside over what? 125. And this 3, you put it there. And since it's 1, there is no need of putting if it's 1. But if it's 2, 3 going up, you can put it as a power, like the way I've done there. So this 3, it's telling you, look for a number. When you multiply it 3 times, you have to get 64. And which number is that? It's 4. So if you multiply 4 3 times, you should be able to get 64 over this 3. Look for a number. When you multiply it 3 times, you should be able to get 125. And that number is what? 5. If you multiply 5 3 times, you should be able to get 125. So the answer here is 4 over 5. So this is the use of these 3. To tell you or to guide you, look for a number. When you multiply it, you should get these answers. We go to D. D, it says 64 over 125, close to the power negative 1 over 3. The first thing you do, once you observe that the power had a negative, you change the numbers. That's the first step. So 125 goes up, 64 goes down. Once you do that, it means the negative will disappear, which is 1 over 3. And then you do the same. 3, 125, 64. So you look for a number. When you multiply it 3 times, you have to get 125. So what number is that? It's 5. You look for a number. When you multiply it 3 times, you should be able to get 64. It's what? 4. Since it's evaluate, you can't end here. So you have to say 4 into 5, it's 1, remainder 1 over 4. Question E. Open brackets, 3 square root 27, 2. So you look for a number. When you multiply it 3 times, you should be able to get 27. So that number is what? 3. If you multiply 3 times, you are able to get 27. And there is a power, which is what? 2. So 3 squared is equal to 3 times 3. What is 3 times 3? It's 9. We go to F. This is 9 half, 9 to the power half plus 1. You copy it the way it is. You introduce the square root like this. You get your 2, you put it there, your 9 in the square root, plus what? 1. So this 2 is telling you, look for a number. When you multiply it 2 times, you should be able to get what? 9. So that number is what? 3. 3 plus this one, what do you get? 4. We come here now. We come where? Here on G. Negative 3 squared plus 3 squared. So this is where people make mistakes. Once the number is not inside the brackets, it will maintain the same sign. It won't change. It only changes the sign if it's inside the brackets. So this is negative 3 squared plus 3 squared. So you multiply and the direction where it's going is from the same direction, which is the negative. So you just multiply the number and the sign will remain the same, which is a negative. It only changes if it's inside the brackets. That's when you say negative times negative. But now here, it's not inside the brackets. So the sign will be the same. You just multiply the number. So negative 3 times negative 3, it's negative 9. Plus 3 times 3, 9. Negative 9 plus 9, what do you get? 0. Now, have you seen this one and this one? G and H. Negative 3 squared plus 3 squared. Negative 3 squared, negative 3, close, open, negative 3 plus 3 times 3. Negative 3 times 3, it's positive 9. Why? Because it's inside the brackets. Plus 3 times 3, 9. So what's 9 plus 9? 18. So you should be careful with these two questions. Then